Hey everyone, and welcome to day one of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your Hellfest movie review. A night at a horror park turns deadly, but will you survive viewing this movie? So as far as the story goes, this 2018 horror movie has everyone going to this one park to get scared and not realizing that real murders are taking place. I had been to Fright Fest at Six Flags where they actually had a Hellfest haunted house, and I would have to say that before seeing the movie, it actually looked pretty cool and it had me interested in wanting to see this movie. And when I saw this movie, you have this group of friends who go to this park, and it seems like some of the time they come out of this whole thing unscathed. And even if this is technically considered a stalker slasher horror movie, it doesn't always appear to go anywhere. It is a concept that, was seemingly unique, but it had potential, but left little room for certain plot points to be developed and even explained. As far as the casting goes, I wasn't as impressed with this cast, even though it was probably laughable at times with some of their dialogue. But when you have someone like Amy Forsyth, who is someone who gets targeted by this antagonist, and yet she seems to not even care about half the things that are going on until it starts to happen to her and then her friends, which, by the way, I'd have to point out that Bex Taylor Klaus was the highlight of the movie, being the comic relief, and then everyone else just pretty much sucked. But then as soon as I saw Tony Todd make a cameo appearance in this movie, it was really cool to see because, hey, he's Candyman, and he's also coming back for the Candyman reboot. Now, the things that I liked about this movie was that even if it was predictable at times with some of the scary things that are happening, and of course I've, been through the ringer with all of these horror movies, so I seem to know exactly what is going on around every corner, though there were some times that I did get scared about some of the events that were happening to some of the potential victims, and yeah, those were kind of creepy to see, and even the antagonist himself at times. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that it did have a lot of cliched horror scenarios. So even if it was predictable, it just made me kind of bored and uninterested in watching it because I've already seen some of these things happening when some of these characters were going to these haunted parts of the park and even signing a waiver. That's just crazy. But then it just made these characters unlikable. And there were some pacing issues that I saw with the movie where, in the beginning it was fast, and then all of a sudden it started to drag on and slow down. I thought, okay, how long is this movie? Seriously? I thought it was short. But other than that, I just kind of felt like it fell flat. So overall, I would say that this movie did have potential to be good, but I would say that sometimes I was left disappointed watching it, so I don't know if I would recommend it to you guys. So I would give this 2.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Hellfest, and come back tomorrow for day 2 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.